Don't scroll. This isn't random. You've been praying for confirmation, and God led you here for a reason. Listen carefully. He is about to speak to your heart. Type amen in the comments if you receive this word. My child, I have seen the weight that presses on your soul. I have watched you hold the broken pieces of dreams you thought would last forever. You whisper, Lord, can anything good rise from this again? And I say to you, yes, I will rebuild you. When the storms came, they did not destroy my plan. They only reveal what I am about to restore. What others called ruin, I call ready. What seemed lost beyond repair, I call under reconstruction. Do not mistake my silence for absence. Even in the seasons when you thought I was far away, I was laying the foundation stones of your new beginning. Every tear watered the soil for the miracle that is coming. You thought you were buried, but you were planted. And what I plant, I cause to grow stronger, deeper, unshakable. I will not let your story end in ashes. I will bring beauty from what the enemy tried to destroy. I know how heavy your waiting has been, but hear me now, the pain was never wasted. The betrayals, the disappointments, the closed doors, they were all chisels in my hand shaping your destiny. You prayed for strength, so I allowed pressure. You prayed for faith, so I allowed delay. You prayed for wisdom, so I allowed you to walk through darkness, so you could learn to recognize my light. Every test was a rehearsal for the victory I am now releasing. Even the people who walked away were part of my rebuilding plan, for I remove what hinders before I restore what lasts. My child, don't look at the ruins anymore. Look at the architect. I am drawing the blueprint of your new season, line by line, promise by promise. Where others saw failure, I saw foundation. You have said, Lord, when will it happen? And I say now begins the turning. The season of delay is giving birth to acceleration. There are blessings that could not reach you until you were emptied of what could not stay. I had to rebuild your heart before I could rebuild your house. I had to refine your motives before I released your miracles. Now, what was withheld is being released. I am sending new strength to your spirit, new connections to your destiny, and new resources to your hands. You will stand again not as who you were, but as who I always destined you to be. If this word is touching your spirit, pause right now and say aloud, Lord, rebuild me according to your will. Then write, rebuild me, Lord, in the comments as a prophetic declaration. As you do, you're agreeing with heaven's blueprint over your life. I am breathing over the ashes. Every dry place in your soul will live again. Every forgotten dream will rise with new power. I am rebuilding your joy, not temporary happiness, but steady peace that flows even in the storm. I am rebuilding your confidence, not in yourself, but in me. I am rebuilding your relationships. I will send people who carry honor, truth, and faithfulness. You will not walk in circles anymore. I am straightening the path before you. The confusion that tormented your nights will lift like fog at sunrise. You will see clearly again. My beloved, I am the God who restores years, not just things. What you lost in time, I will repay in grace. What was stolen in secret, I will return in public. You will testify that nothing was wasted. The same ground that was once cursed will yield fruit. Where the enemy mocked you, there I will crown you with favor. Do not fear the rebuilding process. It is holy. Yes, I will strip away the old paint. I will expose the cracks, but only to fill them with gold. For my glory rests on vessels that know they are nothing without me. If you're still here, it means God is speaking directly to you. Don't leave without receiving this in your heart. Click the subscribe button and stay connected so you never miss another prophetic message. Your rebuilding season has already begun. You didn't come across this message by accident. God is about to rebuild what life, pain, and people tried to destroy. Listen carefully. This is a divine word for your spirit. Type 1, receive this rebuilding fire in the comments if you believe this message is for you. My child, you have walked through fires that almost consumed you. You asked me, Lord, why does it hurt so much? But I tell you today, not every fire comes to destroy. Some fires come to refine. I have walked with you through every flame. When everything around you was burning, I was standing inside the fire with you. You did not realize it, but even the heat was holy. It was burning away what could not go with you into your next season. You see, I do not rebuild on weak foundations. I refine the structure before I restore the glory. And what the fire left behind purified, humbled, strong, that is a version of you I will now raise. Your faith is becoming fireproof. Your hope is being purified of fear. Your love is being refined until it reflects my own. You thought you were breaking down, but you were being rebuilt from the inside out. My hands are not like human hands. When I rebuild, I don't simply replace what was lost, I transform it. Where you see ruins, I see resurrection. I am the potter, and you are the clay. I felt every crack, every fracture, every weakness, and I have decided that you are still worth shaping. My hands do not discard broken vessels. They redesign them into masterpieces. I am rebuilding you piece by piece, prayer by prayer, tear by tear. The areas where you once felt shame will become places of testimony. The wounds that once disqualified you will now carry healing for others. Your pain will preach louder than your past ever could. The time has come for rebuilding and multiplying. Where you experience loss, I will bring increase. Where you were empty, I will overflow. What was taken from you unjustly will be returned sevenfold. You will see resources begin to align in unexpected ways. Opportunities will reappear that you thought were gone forever. Doors will open that no man can shut. I am releasing divine connections, people who will help carry the weight of your calling. Not everyone can build with you, and that is why I remove some from your circle. Do not chase what I cut off. I only prune what no longer serves your purpose. Be patient as I send the right builders. These will be people with faith like stone and hearts like gold, loyal, humble, and anointed to walk beside you. If this word speaks to your heart, pause right now and declare aloud, Lord, rebuild me with your hands, not mine. Then write in the comments, God is rebuilding my life right now. Let heaven and earth see your declaration of faith. And if this message is blessing you, don't forget to like this video and subscribe, because this isn't the end of your rebuilding. It's the beginning of a divine transformation. There was a time when you had passion in your voice, when you spoke with faith and joy. But somewhere along the way, the battle silenced you. You stopped singing. You stopped dreaming. You stopped believing that I could still use you. But hear me now, I am giving you your voice back. Not just your sound, but your spiritual authority. When you speak now, chains will break. When you pray, heavens will open. When you declare my promises, situations will shift. I am rebuilding your confidence not in yourself, but in my spirit within you. The same power that raised Jesus from the dead lives inside of you. You will no longer speak as a victim, you will speak as my vessel. You've asked me many times, Lord, why did it take so long? But what you call delay was actually divine protection. I delayed your progress so your foundation would not collapse under premature promotion. If I had given you what you asked for before you were ready, it would have destroyed you. So I waited until your heart was anchored in me, not in people. Now that your identity is rooted in my love, nothing and no one can shake you. Every waiting season was a construction season in disguise. While you were asking, I was aligning. While you were weeping, I was working. While you were doubting, I was designing. And now, my timing is perfect. I am surrounding you with walls of protection, invisible but unbreakable. No curse, no gossip, no jealousy, no witchcraft, no demonic plan can penetrate what I cover. You will walk in supernatural favor that cannot be explained. Everywhere you go, my light will go before you. Even your enemies will be forced to recognize that I am with you. What they meant for evil will turn into evidence of my hand upon your life. You will not be defined by your scars. You will be known by my glory. The world will look at your story and say, surely the Lord has rebuilt what was broken. If you feel this message stirring your spirit, take a moment right now. Click subscribe. so you can keep receiving these prophetic messages. Your rebuilding is not just a one-time event, it's a divine journey. Stay connected, stay faithful, and stay in prayer. Then share this video with someone who needs to know God can rebuild what's been broken. You may not see the full picture yet, but trust me, I never start what I don't intend to finish. The construction may look messy, but the outcome will be glorious. I am rebuilding your faith layer by layer. Your heart will learn to trust again. Your mind will learn to rest again. Your spirit will learn to soar again. I am even rebuilding your identity. You are not who the world says you are. You are who I have called you to be. You are chosen, anointed, and appointed. Do not fear the dust and debris of this rebuilding process, because when I am finished, you will not look like what you've been through. My beloved, I am not just rebuilding you, I am rebirthing your destiny. I am restoring your dreams, renewing your strength, and reigniting your fire. Stay in my presence. Stay faithful. What I promised, I will perform. The season you've been waiting for is here. God says, I'm opening doors no man can shut, and I'm releasing my glory over every area of your life. Stay to the end of this message and type Lord. Open my divine doors in the comments if this word is for you. My child, you've stood before closed doors for far too long. You've knocked, prayed, cried, and wondered, why does nothing seem to move? But I tell you, I was never denying you. I was preparing you. Every door that didn't open before was protection, not rejection. I saw what you couldn't see: traps, distractions, premature opportunities, and counterfeit blessings. Now, because you've been faithful in waiting, I am releasing my appointed doors. When I open a door, it is not fragile. When I open a door, it does not depend on human approval. When I open a door, it stays open because it is sealed with my authority. I am positioning you before kings and leaders. I am placing your name in rooms you never entered before. You are about to step into divine appointments, meetings, and moments I orchestrated long before you prayed. Time has seemed slow for you, hasn't it? You felt stuck, like every step forward came with a push backward. But I am the Redeemer of time. What took years, I will now accomplish in months. What seemed delayed, I will accelerate. You will look back and say, I don't know how it happened so fast. I am bringing supernatural speed to your destiny. Your gifts will make room for you. Your hard work will bear visible fruit. You will go from waiting to walking in miracles. But remember this: acceleration without humility leads to collapse. So, as I lift you up, keep your heart low before me. Never forget this is my doing, and I alone deserve the glory. The glory you are about to experience is not ordinary. It is not for entertainment, but for transformation. I am releasing my glory to break chains, to heal wounds that no therapy could reach, to restore families that the enemy tried to destroy, to reignite callings that seem buried under disappointment. My glory will rest upon you like a mantle. You will walk into rooms and atmospheres will shift. People will sense peace where there was chaos. Your very presence will carry my fragrance. This glory is not earned. It is birthed through surrender. The tears you cried, the prayers you whispered in secret, those were the seeds. Now the harvest is coming. If you can feel the power of this prophetic message right now, say aloud, Lord, I receive your glory upon my life. Type in the comments, God's glory is resting on me. And if you haven't yet, subscribe right now to this channel, because every word released here is part of your rebuilding journey. Stay connected, because your next chapter is greater than your last heartbreak. There were curses, habits, and cycles that ran through your family for generations. Poverty, fear, rejection, sickness, and shame. But my glory is now standing between you and those patterns. You will be the one who breaks what others carried. You will be the one who changes the story for your children and generations to come. What once bound your family will bow to my presence in your life. You are stepping into a bloodline transformation. From this day forward, your name will carry divine distinction. When people look at you, they will see the evidence of my covenant. You will no longer repeat what broke your ancestors. You will begin what heaven intended from the start. You've lost things, opportunities, finances, resources, and favor. But I am not only the God who restores, I'm the God who multiplies. You will see debts canceled. You will see provision flow from unexpected places. You will receive resources without manipulation because I am your source. You thought it was just about money, but it was about trust. I allowed the shortage so you could learn that I am your shepherd, not your salary. Now that your dependence has shifted from people to me, I can open the vaults of heaven over you. Divine ideas are coming. Uncommon favor is being released. Every place where you were once denied access, I am giving you authority. Doors of healing and restoration. I am also opening doors of healing. Emotional, spiritual, physical, and relational. You carried trauma silently, thinking no one saw. But I saw every scar, every sleepless night, every battle fought in secret. I was there when you held your tears, so no one else would notice. And now I am saying it ends today. I am touching your mind and giving you peace. I am touching your body and restoring your strength. I am touching your relationships and breathing forgiveness where there was bitterness. Even now, my spirit is moving, healing what words cannot describe. Receive it, for the healer is rebuilding you from within. Type this now in faith. Every closed door is opening by God's power. If you believe that, hit like and share this message because someone else's breakthrough is connected to your obedience. Your engagement isn't just support, it's agreement in the spirit. When we agree together, heaven moves faster. There are blessings you lost not because of sin, but because of spiritual warfare. The enemy tried to steal your purpose, your peace, your opportunities. But I am a God of restoration. What you lost will return, but not in the same form. It will come refined, upgraded, and multiplied. Even the years you thought were wasted are being redeemed. You will say soon, "The Lord has restored my soul and rebuilt my destiny." And you will not need to prove yourself. The fruit will speak. The results of my hand upon your life will silence every critic. My child, your calling is not small. You were not created for a hidden life of survival. You were born for impact. I am raising you to shine my light in places of influence. In your nation, in your workplace, in your generation. People will see my power through your story. You thought you were rebuilding for yourself, but I am rebuilding you for a global purpose. What I'm doing in you will touch nations. What you carry will deliver many. Your words will heal. Your faith will inspire. Your obedience will open atmospheres. Stay humble. But stay ready, because when I open the next door, it will not just change your life. It will change many lives through you. Do not fear the attacks that rise as you walk through these doors. The enemy always resists what carries my glory. But remember this, you are not fighting for victory. You are fighting for victory. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. Every tongue that rises in judgment will fall silent. My hand is upon you, and no darkness can undo what I have established. Stand firm. Keep worshiping. Keep trusting. You are walking in the manifestation of promises that were spoken over your life long ago. Say it aloud. I am walking through my divine doors. Then type in the comments, God is opening new doors for me. If this word has spoken to your spirit, don't leave without subscribing, because this is not just a video. It's a prophetic connection. Every message released here carries impartation for your next level. Stay connected to receive what God is about to do next. My beloved, the old season is over. The doors that closed behind you were meant to protect what is now being birthed before you. You are entering a season of favor, restoration, and divine rebuilding. You will no longer live in survival mode. You will walk in divine abundance. You will rise not by strength, but by my spirit. Be still and know that I am the master builder. I will rebuild what was broken, and this time it will never fall again. Before this message ends, something will shift in your spirit. You will feel peace where there was pain, hope where there was heaviness, and light where there was loss. God says, stay close, because before this message ends, I will breathe new life into your broken places. Type in the comments, Lord, rebuild me completely. My beloved, you have walked through fire, but the flames did not consume you. You have faced rejection, but I never rejected you. You have been broken, but not destroyed, because I was shaping your crown in the fire. I know how tired your soul has been. You looked at others being blessed and wondered if I had forgotten you. But I was working in silence, preparing a greater weight of glory that could not be rushed. The pain was never pointless. The losses were never random. Every delay was divine preparation. Now, the season of refining is over, and the season of reigning has begun. You are stepping out of the ashes, wearing a crown of purpose. Your scars will tell stories of victory. You will no longer hide your testimony. You will shine it as a light to others. Listen to me. My child, I do not just repair, I restore. I do not simply give back what you lost. I give you more than what you had. When I rebuild, I make it stronger. When I restore, I multiply it. Everything that was stolen, joy, peace, finances, relationships, opportunities, is being restored sevenfold. The years that the enemy devoured are returning with interest. You will laugh again, you will sing again, and you will stand firm again. You will soon testify, saying, the Lord has done great things for me, and I am filled with joy. Fear has whispered lies to you for too long, telling you that it's too late, that you're not enough, that you'll never rise again. But I am tearing down the walls of fear that have imprisoned your mind. You are not called to live small. You are not meant to hide behind doubt. You are my masterpiece, designed with divine precision. When fear comes knocking, remember, I am your shield. When anxiety rises, whisper my name and feel my presence around you. You will no longer bow to fear, because faith now sits on the throne of your heart. The walls that limited you are falling, and what once intimidated you will soon bow before you. You used to dream with passion, but pain silenced your imagination. You stopped hoping because disappointment hurt too much. But I, the Lord your God, am breathing again upon your dry dreams. I am awakening creativity, purpose, and vision within you. I am reminding you of the calling that never expired. You thought you failed, but I only paused your process to prepare your platform. Vision is coming back. Ideas are being renewed. Faith is rising again. The same place where you gave up will become the very place you rise. The same ground where you wept will become the ground of your breakthrough. There were seasons where you walked in isolation, where even those you trusted turned away. You thought you were abandoned, but you were in divine separation. I removed some people not because they were evil, but because they were not assigned to your destiny. Some couldn't carry the weight of the next chapter one I'm writing for you. But don't grieve what I pruned, because new, spirit-filled connections are coming. I am surrounding you with people who pray for you, not prey on you. I am aligning you with those who will water your vision, not compete with it. You will no longer feel alone, because divine helpers are on their way. Say this out loud: Lord, rebuild me and realign me. And don't forget to subscribe and stay connected, because every message I give through this platform carries restoration, healing, and direction for your destiny. The heavens over your life are no longer silent. The drought has ended. The clouds are forming with rain, the rain of divine favor. Doors will open faster than you expect. Opportunities will align without striving. Divine favor will locate you in rooms you didn't even apply for. You will wake up to unexpected blessings, receive calls of answered prayers, and witness sudden miracles in areas that once seemed barren. This is your season of open heavens. Walk in it boldly. Speak it daily, believe it deeply, and live as though it's already done. Before I rebuild your outer life, I rebuild your inner world, because true restoration begins within. I am healing your emotions, mending your self-worth, and renewing your hope. The heaviness you carried in silence is lifting. That silent battle of comparison, fear, and guilt is ending. You will no longer measure yourself by what others have. You will celebrate what I am doing in you. You will stand tall again, confident in my calling and covered by my grace. You will know who you are and whose you are. And when the enemy comes whispering lies again, remind him, I am under reconstruction by the hands of God himself. Right now, I declare over you, you will rise from the ruins. You will build again and never break again. Your name will be associated with favor, not failure. Your story will glorify me, not your pain. Every broken dream will bloom again in my perfect timing. You will carry peace where there was panic, purpose where there was emptiness, and joy where there was sorrow. This is your new beginning. You are not the same person who entered the fire. You are coming out refined, radiant, and restored. This isn't just a video, it's a divine encounter. Every click, every comment, every share spread the word of God's restoration to thousands more. My child, I began this work in you and I will finish it. I will not leave you half restored. I will not rebuild halfway. I will complete what I started. Soon, the same people who saw you broken will see you blessed. They will say, only God could have done this. And you will smile because you will know it's true. You will rise in peace. You will walk in purpose. You will live under open heaven. You will no longer survive, you will thrive. You will no longer chase, blessings will chase you. And you will no longer question your worth, because you will live daily in the awareness of my love. Heavenly Father, thank you for rebuilding every broken area of my life. Thank you for the doors you are opening, the peace you are restoring, and the glory you are releasing. I surrender every piece of my story into your hands. Rebuild me from the inside out stronger, wiser, and closer to you. I receive your restoration, your favor, and your abundance. In Jesus' mighty name, amen. Before you go, take one moment of faith. Comment, Lord, rebuild every area of my life. Like this message if you felt God speak to you. Subscribe and stay connected because your next chapter begins now.